What's up, YouTube? It's me again, and I'm back with you with another banger. And this time we have the Mummy. Lee Cronin's the Mummy. Don't get it twisted. This is not Brendan Fraser's the Mummy. And I know that the title is misleading, and let me give you a little insight on that. So it was initially supposed to be called The Resurrection, but the studio insisted on it being called The Mummy, and they were like, "Nah, we shouldn't do it." And I believe that. I agree with it. Why call it The Mummy? When you say The Mummy, you're associating with Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. And at the test screenings, they said it was so bad, and I don't think it was bad. I think it was due to the fact that people expected the cast from The Mummy that came out in the 90s to be in it, and it had nothing to do with it. But this movie is taking place following a family who's living in Egypt. Her dad is a reporter. So the dad is a reporter. The girl Katie, she's the main one, the star of the show. Katie gets taken, and when Katie gets taken, is going to be a 8-year time jump to when they find her. And how they find her was insane. How they find her was insane. She's literally in a tomb that fell out of a plane. Oh, spoiler alert. But anyways, that's how they found her. And in the beginning sequence, when we see how these things are happening and how it came to be, the first initial kill is when I knew that it was rated R. I was not expecting this to be rated R at all. I didn't. I thought it was PG-13. I wasn't going there looking for it to be rated R. I wasn't going there looking for it to be PG-13. I was just like, let's see what it's going to be. And I was shocked. This is definitely like a Evil Dead / The Mummy. That's the vibe you're getting. So Katie gets found 8 years later. And I do like how you get to see the family dynamic. It's really feeling like the brothers and sisters are like really entwined with each other. They're annoying each other, getting on their parents' nerves. You do see that the effects of Katie being disappeared. You do see that it took a toll on the mother and the dad, and they're still grieving, especially the mama. She's still grieving over the loss of Katie, and you could kind of see that just in the glimpse of what their marriage and relationship looks like. And I do appreciate that. I do. And oh my gosh, they have the grandma there. I don't know why she annoyed me and my wife so much. The grandma, her character annoyed us in this movie. And it was just, I don't know what it was about her character. Maybe she wasn't needed to be there. But she is one of those, she's one of those Gmas that everybody has, the loving, praying ones. That's what her role was really there for. But her role was also, I don't want to say nothing, for another reason that you will see in this movie. And I do like how they have some type of an investigation going on where they came back to America and they live in New Mexico. So they still have that investigation going on back in Egypt. Yes, so there's like a detective who's also have a role into this movie. And I do like how they're going back and forth, showing what the detective is doing, the things she's finding out, and then the answers she's coming back to give them. And that was pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty solid. Oh my goodness. This movie was so disturbing. It was so disgusting. It was so brutal. It was so gruesome. Yes, I wasn't expecting the things that I saw that had my stomach tossing and turning. Go look at Evil Dead Rise and watch the Evil Dead. This is almost what you're going to get, but in a mummy version, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. When they finally find Katie after the 8 years, my goodness, did she look? She looked like she needed some help. She looked very bad, and nobody like thought to say. They was like, all right, we'll take her home. Like, what? You're going to bring her home? You should have seen the state she was in. They said she's in like a vegetable state. Not too many. You can't have loud noises. Not too many quick reactions. She's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like twisted up, making noises and not really there. And They was like, we'll take her home and we'll care for her. No, no, pipe down. She needs some help, some real help. And the funniest thing how they took her home and what they did, they got her in a wheelchair. Let's take you upstairs to your room. And they really showed them every time they got to a set, boom, another set, boom, boom, boom. And he's like, the doctor just said no sudden moves, no loud noises. And here they go. And wow, there was something they do that I did like, a little detail with the what is it called? The Norse code or the Morse code. You know, the little taps, and it has the little tap, and then it gives you a alphabet. They did something with that Norse code. Excuse me. I did like that little detail that they gave us in there. And man, when Katie gets to the house, they start to see that things are going a little bit sideways, and it starts early. Katie is not playing with these people. And then the mom is so brainwashed by her love for her daughter that she doesn't see Katie is causing these things. And then she blaming it on the husband, because when Katie got taken, it was under the husband's watch at the time. So she blaming the husband, and she like, oh, Katie not going nowhere. But as things start to transpire and a death happens, she like, I don't want her here no more. And he was all like, who? And then she was like, Katie. And I was like, oh, shoot. But we find out it's an Egyptian demon that's possessing Katie. And it was a scene where she's taking off the toenail and then some skin come off. And it's just like, my goodness. It gets really under your skin and how gruesome it is. But, I mean, if you like this type of horror, this is going to be for you. This is definitely going to be for you. And as Katie starts to unravel and get worse and worse, she starts affecting family members one by one. It was pretty cool. I do appreciate that too. This movie's by far not something we haven't seen. Oh, matter of fact, let me give you another detail. Lee Cronin, who made this movie, also did the Evil Dead Rise movie. So take that for what it is. He also did that one. So if you like Evil Dead Rise, basically take that movie and this. It's almost similar. But what I do appreciate is they try to do something different. It's an original IP. They try to do something different, even though it's not something we haven't seen before. This is better than the Conjuring movie to me, the last Conjuring movie that came out. I really wasn't a fan of the new Conjuring movie. But hey, I think this is worth a watch. If you want something original, and as I said this before, if you want something original, you don't want them to keep remaking things, you have to go see these original ideas in order for them to keep giving it to us. So I recommend going to see it early morning at the cheapest time frame, the first showing before it's 3 o'clock. So go and watch it. It'll be cheap. It might be $8 a person. Go and watch it. Support it. I am going to give it about a 6 out of 10. Yes, I know I'm telling you to watch a movie that's 6 out of 10, but if you like a horror movie, you like The Evil Dead, if you like something gruesome, something crazy, some little twists and turns, you might enjoy this, but it's not going to be for everybody. I do have to disclose that. But hey, what do you think about this movie? Are you a fan of the Evil Dead series? Did you like what you've seen in this movie? What are some little details that you've seen that you weren't expecting? For me, it was it being rated R and some other things. I don't want to say too much. But hey, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to you in the next one. Peace.